welcome to Arteagan Daily Bread, your spiritual board meeting for Tuesday, April 7th, 2020. I am your Madam President, Natalee, spelled Natalee. Feel free to stay for all of these psychic, tarot, astrology, and Arteagan reports, and feel free to skip ahead as you're guided. I hereby officially call this meeting to order. Gavel, gavel, gavel. Into the minutes recap, my loves. To last Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, The Godfather, where he's teaching her how to drive, and she's in the car, and he's like, you can't speak English, and she goes, I'm practicing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm getting something. That's a confirmation for someone, The Godfather, a foreigner, something. To last week's Monday, Tuesday's quarter moon in Cancer. Okay, so if you remember back at that time, the first waxing quarter moon is a crisis in consciousness. It's when we orient how our full moon is going to go. I know, a lot of pressure. What did you do? What didn't you do? What did you say or didn't say, think or didn't think, that's brought the situation to its culmination point right now? How did you steer the energy last week to where you are right now? Take a brief moment, my love, to reflect on that before we jump ahead into what we can expect moving forward. Moving into the President's Report. I'm only on Monday. You're getting this Tuesday, but I'm recording this Monday. I'm only on day 2 of my Queen of Cups, and I have already a revelation, of course, the Queen of Cup revelation. Very unexpected. In this energy, really focusing my attention, my intention on this Queen of Cups, high vibrational Queen of Cups, Mom Natalee energy. It makes you take care of yourself first. Something I totally did not expect. Did not expect this whatsoever at all. I think that's because your baseline energy is self-centered. It's from your perspective, from the self perspective. I mean, the Queen of Cups looks like she's always giving to everyone else, and she's always holding space for people, always nurturing people, and that's true. But the secret of that is that she fills her own cup first. And that's something to understand theoretically. That's something that I could read in a book and say, okay, we pulled the Queen of Cups. Make sure you're filling your cup. You can know that, you can put that knowledge in your brain, but living it on day 2 is a whole other experience. It's a whole other experience. It's really putting together, honestly, such a better life for me that I'm going to try to finish out the week first. I'm saying this before, who knows what the week still has in store for me, but it's going great so far. And I just wanted to share that with you, that living the high vibration Queen of Cups has made me take so much better care of myself. And my intention was to be kinder to others. My intention was to set myself up to handle any kind of confrontation or antagonism or bullying or anything without any adverse reactions. I didn't want to. I have a hair trigger adrenal gland, so I have my Mars in Aries. There's a lot that can give way to, and I'm a Cancer rising. Cancer risings overreact. That's just a hard, fast rule about Cancer risings. It's part of what makes me such a great actress, because every little thing I'm always reacting to something. I'm very, very sensitive. So part of that, so Queen of Cups energy is so much more stabilizing than I expected it to be. And it's there's no way I could give to everyone without taking care of myself. And it's really incredible how people, and me too, all of us go through life so much taking care of other people and giving so little to ourselves that you don't know what you really need until, well, for me, it was until like this Queen of Cups energy that I'm like, oh no, I can't do that. I have to eat. I have to sleep. I have to, you know what I'm saying? So it's to be that giving, to be that open and vulnerable and holding space and be really, really, really Queen of Cupsy. It takes energy. It takes more energy. So it's like, I have to fill my cup for it. It's just, anyway, that's my revelation. Let's move on. Astrology report. The sun is in 18 degrees Aries. The moon is in 11 degrees Libra. As of 8 a.m. April 7th in Los Angeles. Mercury is in 24 degrees Pisces. Venus is in 3 degrees Gemini. Mars is in 5 degrees Aquarius. They are trine. Jupiter is in 25 degrees Capricorn. Saturn is in 1 degree Aquarius. Uranus is in 5 degrees Taurus. Neptune is in 19 degrees Pisces. And Pluto is in 24 degrees Capricorn. I'm saving all the astrology for the full moon in Libra video that I'm doing today, 4 o'clock PST. So tune in for the live. It's going to be great. You're not going to want to miss it. You're going to want to get on it. So if you can't make it, please watch it later so that you get just like the information. Astrology 101 is Thursday, April 16th, 2 to 3 o'clock PST, and then later on that night at 4 o'clock PM is the Saturn Salon, my Saturn Salon. So the Astrology 101, we're going over all of the planets and luminaries, all of the houses, all of the signs. We're going to take a look at some things about your natal charts, and it's just going to be a thorough foundational 101 to get you like your bearings, okay? It's going to be fun. And then Saturn Salon is, I'm going to have a presentation about Saturn, about, so it's going to be, it's lovely. It's really, really lovely. Okay, so I'm really going to save the astrology for there. Just real quick, this Friday, Venus enters shadow of this lovely long Venus retrograde that we will be going into. Well, she retrogrades every 18 months. The same day Mercury enters, that is so weird. I wrote down Mercury enters Taurus, but that's not right. Mercury enters Aries. Mercury enters Aries the same day that Venus enters shadow. So anyone reconsidering how they feel, that have been reconsidering how they feel, are going to be speaking their piece. And for others, there's a different wave of people that will be reconsidering how they feel in the Venus retrograde. So there was Mercury retrograde, so there's different waves. That's why everyone's on their own timeline. Okay, loves? Okay, let's move into the psychic report. Practical magic level 1. Oh, God, I would love to only do practical magic level 1 like forever and ever and always, and just put so much into that, like really build it up. And maybe, hopefully, one day we can, absolutely. I would love to like make my whole life practical magic. Oh my God, like the movie is so fun. Anyway, practical magic. Okay, I will. She's saying to slow down. Practical magic level 1 is this Thursday, April 9th, 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock PST. Details are to follow. So those of you who are already registered, you're going to be getting, trust me, you're going to be getting an email from me, okay? And okay, so into the tarot report part. Just really quick, tarot report. Tarot talk is Thursday, April 23rd from 2 to 3:20 p.m. There's 80 minutes of the tarot talk. So for those of you who want to learn the tarot and have some fun with the cards, please join us. And same thing for those of you already registered. You're gonna hear from me soon. Don't worry. Okay, so. The downloads. They gave me a song this morning, and I am so sorry I did not write it down. Yes, she gave me a song. It's funny because it's not as much where you forget what you're saying, so you correct yourself. It's like you're communicating, and then this energy comes in between. It's this weird. Anyway, okay. What's that song? I think that's the song there seems... I don't know the words. On our own, if I lie here, if I just... Ooh. First, we're doing the Celtic cross. She wants the Celtic cross. Or not she, but, you know, for you. For some of you, how you feel about something. It's being reconsidered for healing. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Staves and the Six of Staves and the Ace of Cups and the Magician under that. Ooh. She's putting me right here with this side wind coming over on the Six of Staves, the victory. See how she's got this like wind kind of blowing. Oh my gosh. And she's even got her little, see how it's up to kind of protect herself from the wind. Yeah, it's windy. She's on the horse and everyone's kind of behind her and she's like, but she's got that stave of victory, you know? I feel like you're putting on your cloak and you're going and you're going to actually cover your mouth. I swear to God, that's what I feel. I feel like you're going to go and like, you or someone else. Because this breath, it's like I feel the wind in the air, and there's going to be moments where you can take in fresh air, take a deep breath, and then you cover back up again because of obvious reasons. It's interesting. And it has to do with something that you've reconsidered or are reconsidering. And this could be metaphor, you know, crossing the distance, because travel's a little unlikely this week. For some people, actually, I take that back. With Mars squaring Uranus, I said that before, young people are going to be traveling. And they're not going to care about the consequences. They're not going to care. Because they're following their hearts. I could book a flight to Zurich, Switzerland, that leaves tomorrow night for $500. You guys, the Venus and Sagittarius in me, please don't judge me, but I'm looking at these low prices. I'm staying in LA, don't worry. Like, I'm living here, but I'm just like, oh. And if you're asking me, someone is asking me about being a psychic. My first COVID video, I told you you're not going to get it. That for you, it's about a past life triggering and like everything. So it's like, if I know I'm not going to get it, I'm sorry. She's saying, if I know that I'm not going to get this virus, is it still responsible for me to set an example and travel? Well, I'm glad I'm entertaining you at least. I got an astrologer. An astrologer just came... the energy. you could be dealing with an astrologer, like she's only, and it's a she, it doesn't have to be a she, feminine dominant astrologer. You could be talking with one soon, or booking one or something, or becoming one. That's a very random piece of information. Holy shit. She's telling me that she has been... That's interesting. She's been filtering out who I connect to. Like you guys, like the YouTube and the... like in all these readings, she's been sort of protecting my energies. I mean, not that... I mean, you guys, we're all, you know, but it's just an interesting... You guys, okay. The Knight of Swords just came up in reverse, and I don't do reverse. I shuffle upright. I shuffle normal. I mean, what's normal to me. I can read, you can read reverse, and we'll do that, but it's just, I'm just shocked. This is also the same deck where the Hanged Man was in reverse for maybe like 2 months, maybe just 1 month or two. It felt like a long time. 5 of Cups at the bottom of this deck, the Ace of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune, the Empress, 9 of Pentacles beneath that. Wow. Wow. Interesting. Something someone is emotionally reconsidering. And making good on it, you know, kind of correcting. What is it about this Chariot? Thank you. She's saying it's aligning with your purpose. Ooh, she's giving me a vibration. Like, I'm not a singer. You guys know that. I'm a genius screenwriter. I'm not a singer. I can't do anything musical, really. But what she's showing me is this, and it's like gold. And then there's another right here. It's like, and there's, sorry if that's so weird to you, but that's what she's giving me. Okay. So that's literally, I mean, that's really actually what it is. It's the vibratory matching. That's it. There is something about music. She's showing me Judgment. She's showing, oh, it's the horn. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Sound changes the level of vibration. You or someone else could be listening to music or listening to someone's voice to help get them in alignment, or get you into alignment. This is like not watching the news because of the bad vibrations and only maybe watching the positive news, like those indie news stations, and only listening to positive music and news and videos because of the vibration. And that's why I really, I like having our videos on YouTube publicly accessible, because it's a lot of good vibrations. And even when you're not the vibration of the video, you know, let's say you're down here working through something and the video vibration is up here, it's still so good for you to watch it because of the energy work that we do in these videos. And, you know, over time, you match that, what you put your focus and your attention on. If you put your focus and attention into this vibration and you hear and you speak, that's why you guys hear me say everything you say is a spell or a curse, honey. So that's what you're aligning with. You're, no. Interesting. I feel like someone's working on their speech, on their communication, on their sound. Kind of like how hold on. She gave me like 4 different memories, actually. I'll pick one. Actually, okay. I don't want to digress, but real quick, this is like the tonality of someone's voice. Something someone says can be correct, but the tonality of it, it just rubs everyone the wrong way. Okay, that's like me in a nutshell. It's like my life in a nutshell. So me turning into Queen of Cups, softer, you know, it goes over a little bit better. And that's what you're going towards. You are someone you're connecting to. There's a negative vibration. There's like an actual negative sound. I don't know if that's someone nagging you. I don't know if that's someone telling you you're better than that. There's something snarky. There's something underhanded. It could be someone who, or a group of people who are, I don't know, but they just don't have a good vibration in sound. Something they're saying. Or what they're, I don't know, but they're, okay. The root of the issue, the far past, how you got in this situation, how I'm going to read this moving forward. My loves, we have the 3 of Swords and the Sun. So this is, I'm actually getting first that this is shedding a light on the pain. You could have grown up with really negative sounds. You heard, like even if you weren't being hit, you could have heard some kid getting beat in the next room. Your cousin, your sister, your brother, your mom, your dad. So even though you weren't being like traumatized, you weren't being abused, you really were, because it's like secondary trauma, secondary abuse. I'm kind of picking something up I'm kind of getting that for some of you. Or you heard the arguing, you heard the swearing, you were getting, there were vibrations, bad vibrations, sound, bad words, bad speech, people around you not getting along, or people speaking down to you, people putting you in your place, people ordering you around, you know, just something, but painful. So I feel actually more that it's shedding a light on that and bringing it to your conscious awareness. And you might, yeah, and you're going to be realizing how you are propagating and like continuing that energy through your vibration. Because I am getting vibration. This is kind of what it looked like when she showed me that first, because it was gold. Remember, it was sort of like this, like the rays of the sun coming out. And then yes, of course, the healing, the warmth coming in. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel the warm vibrations of the sun. Recent past, you overcame some opposing perspectives in yourself. And I do feel like it was in the self. It could be actually talking to someone else. It really could be some sort of communication where there's just 2 different perspectives, 2 different opinions. And if that's the case, that you're working with someone else, perhaps someone that you are separated from very far, distance, either in, this is either physical distance or relational distance, where maybe you know each other, but you're not friends. Maybe you know each other, but you're not a couple. Maybe you know, it's something like that. But it was difficult to overcome. If this was something inside of yourself, it was very difficult because you have 2 completely different, this is almost like a square aspect for me right now. You just had the 2 different wants. Like part of you just wants this and not that. And the other part of you wants that and not this. And it's like, how am I going to please myself? How am I going to get all of my needs met? And how am I, you had to sort of test. Interesting. She's telling me that the man in the green robes is the winner. That is so strange. I never noticed this before. If you look at the actual positioning of how they look, the man in the green robe has his hands straight up. And everyone else, with the exception of this man, the man in the orange robe is sort of like that, but the man in the green robe is more like this, not like that, more like up like this. So there is, and the color green is calming and peace, and that's so funny. I'm wearing like green like this, and I have like a green skirt, and I look at green all day. It's very, very healing. So I feel like this healing, the wish for healing, the perspective that is the healing perspective is going to win out here. And it does. Okay, let's move into the meat of this situation. In the meat here we have King of Cups and the Queen of Swords together. And this, I feel like, is you mentally processing emotions. Emotional maturity is what she's telling me. Emotional maturity. Being logically processed and assessed. I actually feel like you're pretty balanced. I really, really do. I mean, overall, generally, I feel like you're pretty good. Crossing this energy, we have the Nine of Cups and the Temperance. That's beautiful. That's like so beautiful. You have guides, you have angels, you have ancestors. Healing this, I mean, you're going to get something that makes you very happy. And more than like getting something, because life is not just all about just receiving and getting and enjoying stuff, right? This is an emotional healing. This is an emotional peace. It's balance. She pours back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until they're both completely even and equal. So there's an emotional balance as a result of this change of the sound, because sound changes the level of vibration. She's saying truth, 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 truth. I feel like you want to stick with the truth. I feel like you're, like I'm telling you, I'm feeling you, like your heart and your mind, you're pretty like on the same page now. Oh, that's what it was. It was the heart and it was the mind and it was the truth. And bringing that into understanding and overcoming the lower aspects of lying to yourself about what is the truth and what it, yeah. Okay. Very good though. Very, very good. So you're already overcoming things, like straight out, whatever is in the future, you've already done enough, okay? You've already done very well. Well done you, love. Well done you. The next energy you move into is the King of Cups again with the Page of Wands. I just felt so happy right now. Who's happy? Who is so happy? I just felt a big, it's nice. It's fun. I like it. I like this energy for you. Yeah. And now you're ready to speak. So this could be after the weekend sometime. And if that's the case, this feels like, if you're watching this in real time, everyone, we're going through the global pandemic of 2020 and everything is so dramatic. So if you're watching this in real time, this is going to be probably closer to the waning quarter moon. It's going to be in a cardinal sign, right? Because it was the new moon in Aries conjunct Chiron, wounded healer. It was the waxing quarter moon in Cancer, crisis in consciousness, emotional triggers. The full moon in Libra, T-squaring everything, powerful. Culmination of this emotional, of all the stuff. Quarter moon, waning quarter moon in Capricorn? See, next Tuesday-ish. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So that waning Capricorn quarter moon, guys, if you have Capricorn, and okay, I need that could be your crisis in action when you've got to take an action. That would work because it's after Venus enters shadow, which is a reconsidering energy. It's after Mercury enters Aries, where I know since we've gone direct in Pisces, but let's just clean it all out. Let's just really, in Aries, now we're really rid of that Mercury in retrograde that has been possessing our lives February and March. Also expect a lot of clarity surrounding the virus to come up, like a lot more clarity about it, okay? So I'm trying to do a little bit of timing here. So that's more likely when this would take place, is when you act, or actually, when you act, in this case, speak on this emotional maturity that you've gained. Yeah, and this healing coming in for you. Yeah, give yourself the rest of the week, the weekend to heal and feel better, like really fill your own cup, nurture yourself, do your thing. And then you'll speak. Because right now, you need time alone. Because right now, this is blasting apart. This, I can't, I won't, I shouldn't, I don't want to. That's being blown to smithereens, and you know it. And you know that you know it, and you know that you don't want to know. Yeah. It's like you can't just wear this blindfold. You can't just go, I don't see, what's it? Hear no evil, see no evil. You can't do that anymore. And you know that, and you're actually, I feel like, a very evolved person. Don't worry, guys, it was just chocolate. Totally cool. Interesting that it froze in that moment so that we didn't miss anything moving forward. You're right, I want to clarify this. Okay, let's take a look at this Eight of Swords in the Tower. Ace of Staves. I knew it, the Judgment. Charge. You know it already. You already know. I don't even have to tell you. You're psychic. You already know what this is. You don't have to be psychic to know what this is, but you know what this is. You know. Sound changes the level of vibration. Look at this girl. Look at this girl right there in the very middle. Look at that one right there. Look at her. Look at her body. You know what I'm getting? Look at how everyone else is coming out of their coffins, and then look at that one. Sorry that my nails are so unkept. You guys know the situation. This is hilarious. Oh my God. You feel like you or this person, you feel like they're, that's so funny. I feel like this is, you looking at this, you looking at someone, and maybe they're like, I have that side of me. The actress in me is like, if I were in my coffin going up, I would want to like curl my hair, and I would try to be, voguing on my way up. It's the Libra affinity of my stellium in the 7th house, okay? But chuckling at it. I feel like you are sort of chuckling at it now, whereas before it was maybe irritating or something. It's okay. I irritate everybody. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, this is going to be really good for you, though. Ooh, why am I getting the red hair now in this Angels? I think it's Gabriel, too. Whoa. She's saying that it's the fire in the tower and the red hair. Wow. That was kind of profound. She's talking about the fire of destruction and then the fire of life. The fire of destruction in the Tower card, and then the fire in the Wand in this burst of life. Ooh, someone's going, it's that flush. It's the flush I talked about, the Jupiter-Pluto flushing of toxin energy You're going through like this phoenix rising from the ashes moment right now, emotionally. This is a big one for you. You're really ascending here. You or someone you're connecting to. This is all you. This is all about you. Okay. How the other person's, I know how it's all about you. How this other person sees you, it's interesting. Now we have our Knight of Swords in reverse and the High Priestess. Not speaking verbally, but knowing. They see you as knowing what you know what you know, and not making any drastic or rash actions or communications or decisions, or, really holding back and sitting in your own quiet power. Very quiet card. She doesn't speak unless, you know what I'm saying? Like, she just knows everything, so she doesn't need to speak. She doesn't need to do anything. But you're like a holy silence here, because you're going through this stuff over here. Your hope, fear, or opportunity, we have Empress and the Ten of Staves. I feel like you do want to let it go. I feel like you want to drop these burdens, these emotional burdens, having triggers, I feel like you're over it. I feel like you're actually getting to that point where you're like, okay, I'm over this. I'm over feeling this way. I'm over, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you could even be the one to put a tower moment to this, thinking, yeah, I feel like that's likely the case. I feel like you're steering this. You're sort of taking control of the energies, and you're steering it to really, that's like, I'm connecting to someone that if you were like out in the wild and it really came down to it, you could sew up your own wound. You could, I don't know if you'd cut your arm off like in that one movie. If you're a Scorpio or Capricorn, yeah. But I'm getting that kind of energy. Okay. And the end result. You saw it. Now, does it have to be, tarot readings don't always have to be romantic, okay? You could always apply this to your emotional state, to your, or the overall arc of your emotions, or any other interpersonal emotional relationship where there's an energy exchange between you two. You're making it happen. You're manifesting some sort of connection. This is the best friend card. So it's going to be with someone that you feel camaraderie with. Really, really nice camaraderie. A very complementary energy to you. Like, she's showing me that, the vibrational aligning. And you're making it happen. You're doing it. You do it. The end, that is the end result. After that, future environment, we have Death and the Two of Staves. This is the crossing of this distance here. It's like the other one that fell. And it fell right on it fell like this. I'll show you. I'll pick it up exactly as it fell. Give me a second here. It fell just like this. Two of Staves fell right on top of the Two of Staves. It's really closing the distance and having success doing it. And I'm going to clarify it because I just don't know this death energy. I feel like there's already been so much with the Tower, and I feel like there's already been a lot of that. So let's see what this is. Let's clarify Death and Two of Staves for the daily. Ooh. Ah. Wow. In the fullness of time. In the fullness of time, my dears, this partnership will be an emotional well for you, like Tuck Everlasting. It will be something that you can go to again and again and again for rejuvenation, for power, for strength, for stamina, for endurance, for relief, for strength, for inspiration in the fullness of time. This is a beginning. You're manifesting the connection. You have the will to close the distance now on this lunation cycle. Something even public here with the Six of Staves and the Chariot over here. Interesting. The two aces, Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. For you tarot readers out there, when they come up together in a reading like so, it's a relationship that will be financially prosperous for you. And with this and the Eight of Pentacles, it is that fullness of time. You could be learning from someone, or you're teaching someone. Apprenticeship energy, but also working at your heartbreak, working at, the awareness is there. You know what you've got to work on, and this is you working it. You're doing the work. Changing and transforming and growing and all this good stuff. Let's get a connecting energy between the outcome and the future environment, please. Six of Cups. I love that card. Oh my God. The Ten of Cups. Can you say karmic ancestral soul family? I mean, Six of Cups is another soulmate card. You have two now. Two soulmate cards. And it's someone's feel very familiar to you. Very nostalgic, endearing. You were probably family in a past life. Fathers. Actually, yeah, fathers, because of the Ten of Pentacles. You manifest this connection that you get this going, and then as you enjoy it, as you partake, as you participate in the connection, communication, collaboration, whatever this is for you, is when you sort of feel this, and this energy comes in. Now this is the vibration that is the dominant vibration, and you're both aligning here. Wow. It totally has a potential to not only be the source of everything that I had already said, but also to do this Plutonian thing to something you're working on, or working on with someone, or how you work, the way you work, learning, developing, practicing skills, totally transforming your heart, your disappointment, fears, and maybe even an expectation of the harsher vibrations of harsher speech. And I really do feel like it's broadening your outlook in some way, shape, or form. Where it's like you two sort of, because this is about finding, the Ace of Staves is the idea. It's the enterprise idea. The Two of Staves is I need to do this with someone, to figure it out, to delegate, to work, to collaborate, whatever. Okay, now we've got it. And with the balance between pure thought and then the red rose of desire, because Pluto won't let anything impure go on. It won't let anything underhanded or an imbalance of power. It's got to be on the up and up. It's got to be equanimous. It's got to be equality. That's something with me in the Arteagan, and it's actually something I learned when I was working for Apple Corporate, when I was back in the regular world, back in the before times, is they had the structure that it wasn't top down. Because that's where power, the chain of command, they can just be a piece of shit to everyone beneath them, and then be to everyone above them. No one knows that everyone's getting abused beneath them. So Apple had this very horizontal structure. And with the Arteagan, it's why I created a decentralized nervous system, a decentralized network of individuals all over the world. And it's not like you know what I'm saying? It's not that old patriarchal power structure where it's like me at the top and then all the little people at the bottom, you know. I'm an Aquarian moon. That doesn't work for me. Actually, Aquarius rules decentralized networks and systems and cryptocurrency type stuff. So it's actually, I don't want to get into a Saturn, Aquarius, Mars 2021 tangent. Let's get Oracle. Okay. She wants me to say that, what about 2021? Taurus. Oh, she's saying to get the Taurus new moon. Hold on. I have the Taurus new moon. I haven't done it yet, obviously. Square Jupiter and Saturn. She's saying that the new moon in Taurus on April 22nd, that new moon in Taurus on April 22nd is conjunct Uranus in Taurus, that is squaring Saturn. And she says in 2021 that Saturn will square Uranus. Is that right? I don't know if that's even correct. Give me a second. Oh, this is just for 2020. Well, let me look at December to see what's going on with Saturn. By the end of Saturn. See, this is why I have to speak slow. Oh, okay. At the end of December 31st, 2020, Saturn will be in 1 degree, 31 minutes Aquarius because of the retrograde stuff. Ooh, let me see when, just really quick, if anyone wants to know, I use ingresses. I'll show it to you right now. These are the apps that I use, my astrology apps. I use ingresses, iLuna, Time Passages, and Astrology Zone, Susan Miller's Astrology Zone. So if anyone wants to download, that's what I use. I check ingresses to see where the planets are. And what's great about this, I'm not getting paid to say any of this, by the way. I'm sorry, I don't want you to see that one nail that has like a weird chip in it. Well, what's great about this is that I can say, okay, Saturn's in 1 degree Aquarius, but Uranus is in 6 degree Taurus. I want to know when Saturn's going to be in 6 degree Taurus. So I tap on Saturn, and then I go next, custom degree, and then I just put in 6 degree Aquarius, like so. I hit OK, and now I have it February 6th, 2021 at 7:25 p.m. Natalee the Christ was correct, is correct, will be correct. And now I have what everything else is doing on that same day at the same time. Mercury's retrograde in Aquarius. A lot of Aquarius. Sun is in Aquarius. Mercury retrograde in Aquarius. Venus in Aquarius. Jupiter's in Aquarius. Saturn's in Aquarius. Mars and Uranus are in Taurus, squaring it. Jupiter is in Aquarius. Pluto's in Capricorn. So just the moon circling fast is going to be in a different sign. Otherwise, Mars and Uranus are in Aquarius, Neptune's in Pisces, everything else is in Aquarius. Wow. She's telling me that what's going on, oh, well, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. So that's why there's not as much time as we think too, like adding to it. So this new moon in Taurus, April 22nd, is going to give us a little taste, a little vision, a little preview of what we can expect next year. Okay. Okay, what oracle do we have for this person, for my love, for my dear... I hope you make it. I'm rooting for you every step of the way. Don't let pride get in your way, though. If you resent me saying that, that's pride getting in your way. And let me say something about healers and ego. You're very close to achieving your goal. Do not. You're so close. You're so close. one thing I'll say is that, number one, ego is ugly. It's ugly. It's just ugly. And ego deaths are more painful than emotional breakdowns. For me personally, but I don't know how it affects you guys. For me, going through an ego death is like the worst. I feel like I'm dying. I feel like I am dying. I feel like my body is dying. I feel it's horrible. It's just like, I understand why someone wouldn't want to do this work. Like, why would you? But I'm telling you, I'm picking up someone who's much more evolved. And you already know. You just already know. You already know. So. Okay. Let's get Love Oracle, just for those of you Romeo and Juliets out there. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. You know what I'm getting from this? Booyakasha. If pride's getting in your way, you were likely a parent or child with this person in a past life. And whatever it is you don't like about them, whatever is prickly for you, whatever is reminding, there's something with this vibration, with sound, with communication, okay? But whatever it is that's triggering any, negativity in you, authority issues, and that's both. That's toxic masculinity, paternal issues, authority issues, don't tell me what to do. And it's also maternal authority issues. Negative Queen of Cups, low vibrational Queen of Cups, low vibrational Cancers are just like the worst. And I've dealt with so many of them in my life. My ex-boyfriend, who I was with for 6 years, his mother is a Cancer, a low vibrational Cancer. And we just wanted to be together, and she was super racist, and we were teenagers when we fell in love, and she sent him to Nebraska so that we couldn't be together. And we stayed together. We stayed together for years. And she was just petty, mean, controlling, emotionally manipulative, lying, insincere, projecting all kinds of toxic issues. I mean, just suffocating and horrible. So if you're dealing with this person, if you're someone dealing with this person where maybe the only other sliver of another energy that I'm picking up is in the Two of Cups and in the Five of Cups, where there was something like a missed opportunity or something with that, some little regret or something. I'm not picking it up too bad though, to be honest. But if you're feeling like pride's getting in your way and being triggered and stuff, have compassion is what I'm saying. Be the positive Queen of Cups and have compassion for this person. That it's not about you. It's about whatever you're triggering in them, and it could even be who you were to them in a past life, like the karma you have with them that they're experiencing in a very visceral way that maybe you're not as aware of. I don't know, but they got an issue. It's a child issue. It's a childlike issue. And look at the little baby in the Sun card and with that Three of Swords. There's something everyone's being made aware of. And full moons bring things glaringly into light. So some of you are going to do some meditative work on that to go explore that. Be careful. Be safe. Past life relationship. The good nail. Look at that. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. But this is just what I said. This is everything that I said. And then she goes, look down. Pick it up. Look at that. Okay. That concludes our tarot report. So I mean, that confirms that it's a past life relationship that you have with this person, anything that you're being triggered about. Because I'm telling you, this person is like a source. They're like, you could be a Scorpio or Scorpionic, they could be Scorpio, Scorpionic, but the person that you're going towards, the one you're manifesting with, the one that I'm saying, they're like this major source of power for you. They're really very powerful. That you can learn a lot from, is what she's saying. Okay, what's next? Where am I? What's going on in life? Okay. Oh, God, all these papers. I need a bigger desk. Oh, shoot. Okay. So, oops. I don't have any room, though. Okay, not yet. Arteagan Report, nothing really to update yet. Correspondence, I'm still catching up on emails. Thank you for your patience. Old business, new business. And then that's really it, guys. If you'd like to get more readings, more classes, workshops, unlimited, if you want unlimited, if you want it unlimited, you can still get that now. You can go to the website, book a class, reading, workshop, what have you. If you want unlimited readings and classes and workshops and resources, consider being a patron on Patreon, patreon.com/thearteagan. And then it's kind of like you just get a lot every month. And it's just every month you get a lot of great stuff. So if that's something you're interested in long term, it's worth it to check out Patreon. Okay, my loves, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You're doing fantastic. You're going to be fine. I'm not worried about you for a second. Okay, dearies, take care, be well, and I will see you guys very soon. But until then, blessings on your head.